Today I'm going to teach you how to make a cosplay staple garment that is very simple to create, a pleated skirt. This kind of skirt is especially useful for people cosplaying from anime or maybe making a Harry Potter costume. Here are the materials you'll need: a sewing machine, fabric and matching thread, scissors, pins, and a measuring tape, an iron, and snaps or some other kind of closure. First, it's measurement time. Take your waist measurement, add a few inches, and that's the length of your waistband piece. However thick you want your waistband to be, double it, add an inch, and that's the width of the waistband piece. Now take your waist measurement again, multiply it by 3, and add a few inches for seam allowance and closure. That's the length of your skirt fabric. Then figure out where you want the waistband to sit on your body and measure how long you want the skirt to be from that point. Add a few inches to that for the hem, and that's the width of your fabric. Now cut those two pieces out. You should have a little rectangle for the waistband and a huge rectangle for the skirt itself. We're going to hem the skirt first because it would be a real pain to do after pleating. I recommend pressing in a double fold hem for a skirt like this. If you want to add some sort of trim to your skirt, this is the time to do that too. Before you start pleating, you need to determine how wide you want your pleats to be and in what style. In this video, I'm going to be making 3-inch wide box pleats. To create a pleat, you want to measure increments of 3 inches, or whatever your pleat width is, across your fabric. This will help you keep your pleats even. Now grab the second point, match it to the first point, press it, and pin it. Then grab your third point, match it to the fourth point, and press and pin that. That's one box pleat. For a knife pleat, you would simply match your first point to your third point and press that. Do the same thing for the entire length of your fabric. When you've created all of your pleats and made sure that they're well spaced and neat, baste along the top edge of your fabric to hold those pleats in place while you create the waistband. Depending on the style you're going for, you can also top stitch your pleats. This will create more of a flared effect. I'm going to top stitch mine. To do that, just pick how far down you want the top stitching to go and then sew each pleat on top of the fold. This is also a good time to hem the sides of your skirt, unless you're going to use a zipper closure. For the waistband, we're going to fold each edge under and press. And then fold the entire band in half and then press. Then fold the two ends under and press those too. This will create a long strip with no visible raw edges. Now pin that strip, sandwiching your pleated fabric. If your measurements were accurate and your cutting and pleating was neat, they should end up being the same length. When you have it all lined up, top stitch the waistband down. Now all that's left is the closure. Pin the back edges together about halfway up the skirt, test that it fits over your butt before you sew it, and adjust as necessary. Then top stitch. Last thing, I like to use snaps for closures because I find that they're sturdy, easy to hook and unhook, and quick to sew on. You may prefer a zipper, a hook and eye, buttons, or even Velcro. Once you've stitched on your closure, check to make sure that there's no gapping. If there is, you may want to add another closure. A hook and eye would be good for this. Ta-da! You're done! Now go and get your senpai to notice you.